Hey, all my fans. Happy holiday. Happy holiday. Uh, Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, based on your location and your wherever you are domicile, whatever country, region, or location. Well, it's been cold in my city here in Houston. It's been so cold for the past 2 days, and we are trying to incorporate back into different kind of weather, which is going to spring up all through to about next year. So I'm using this avenue to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. With that being said, there is very this important information and message also I want to pass across to every one of us all over the world, wherever we are. It's going to be, or it is already, a victory. It's a victory. That is what these people do not understand. Whenever you try to kick against the innocent ones, God turns around the whole situation around and make it a victory for his people. You see? So with this video, you will understand and see the reason and how God turned the whole thing around for Simon Ekpa, to be victorious over all these people around him that is causing trouble, speaking ill things about him. How can you go about and speak ill things about a man that God has put forward there for the liberation of his people? They locked up Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They don't want to release him. They are so scared of releasing him. And they know that if they release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Biafra agitation will be hot. But this is what happened. They didn't know that whoever that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has handed over the mantle to be a leader will be hot as well, will be a pain in the ass. Mazi Simon Ekpa is a pain to these people. That is why you see every one of them running around, causing troubles, saying all manner of ill things, calling Finnish embassy, calling them for deportation, calling them for all manner of things that doesn't make no sense. I will tell you this that happened, okay, a couple days ago, right? So there is this man, right? He called himself a Brekete. Many of you have heard the stories or watched the video. I stumbled into the video a couple days ago because it was cold. I couldn't come out to make no videos. It was so really cold. It was so really cold. So this Brekete guy called himself ordinary president. He called a Finland embassy. And in approach of calling Finland embassy, he was so sarcastic in his statement. It was so uncivilized. He was so uncivilized. He was abusive. He was sounding so myopic in nature. He called himself a civil rights activist or civil rights whatever thing he called himself. You're calling a civilized country, one of the great country in Europe, and reporting Simon Ekpa that is a citizen of that same nation. And the way he was going about it was so arrogant. But listen, let me tell you this, right? The man he was talking with over the phone was so calm, was so understanding, was trying to let him understand. You want to call? Can you put it in writing? The phone went off. He called back again. He went further to abuse a Finland country, called them a useless country. And after that, he said he's fighting for Nigeria. That is where you should understand the game is over. You are fighting, he's fighting for Nigeria, according to him. Now, Mr. Brekete, whatever you call your name, Mr. Ordinary President, listen to me. I just pray that somebody push this video to him to listen to what I'm saying, to watch this video. That's why we have to share this video. We have to like this video. We have to make this video viral so that everybody can see this video. Let video hit up a lot of places. Let YouTube push this video forward so that Mr. Brekete or whatever he called, all those people in that forum, in that room, all those people that are supporting this agenda of calling Finnish embassy, shame will be on them. You called Finnish embassy a useless country, that you are fighting for Nigeria. Let me tell you, Finnish embassy is a great country if you are not educated. Let me educate you. It's one of the best countries in Europe. It is called a Western country. A country whereby if the citizens pay tax at the end of the year and at the beginning of the year, that are what they call tax return. They also filing their own tax return, and the government pay them back from whatever they have taken out of their paychecks and out of their taxes. The country you are fighting for, has that country, Nigeria, paid anybody tax return since you were born? Since you were born. Even though if you are, let's assume that you were born 50 years ago and now you are 50 years old. Even the ones that was born 100 years ago, even the ones that prepared Nigeria since 1914, none of them has collected tax return. Do you know what is tax return? Nigeria pay tax. Everyone that works in the banking sector, they remove tax from their check. You work in anywhere, both those who work in the telecom industries, any part, even the traders, they come in the morning, they collect tax from them. They come in the morning, they collect tickets from them. The hawkers, the ones that hawk pure water on the street, they also give them tickets. All those tickets are called tax. They collect tax and give to the state, and the state remit those tax and pay to the federal government. Let me tell you something. Has this tax ever, at the end of the year, been reconverted and paid back to the citizen? You open your mouth and you are abusing a country that stood out for their own people. Shame on you, man. Shame on you, Mr. Brekete, whatever you call yourself. You call yourself ordinary president. You are fighting for Nigeria. I don't blame you. Because you are Fulani, you are fighting for your Fulanization. How many times have you brought the issue of Fulani to your forum? How many times have you reported Fulanis to the freedom fighters all over the world? Or even to United Nations? Have you written any letter to United Nations said, Fulani people are disturbing my country? Since you want to fight for Nigeria, right? Have you reported Fulani to United Nations? Have you reported all the killings, the raping, all those houses they are burning, all the rape they are raping men, women, children, and doing all manner of ill things? Have you reported them to United Nations? According to you, you say Simon Ekpa did this or that. You can't even defend you don't even know what you're talking about. Well, I'm not here to justify your ugly speech, but I am here to educate you and educate all those people that is listening to your arrogant thing. Mr. Simon Ekpa is a justified man. Seems your country, Nigeria, decided to be injustice to the eastern region, to the Biafran people. He's speaking on behalf of the Biafrans. And that doesn't suit you well. It will not suit you well because you want the Biafrans to be your puppet as a Fulani man. Biafra will never be your puppet. You think locking up Nnamdi Kanu will bring up the silence of the Biafran people? No. No. When you lock up Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa is there. There are millions of them, millions of people out there. All those people running around, sabotaging themselves, creating issues, hiding yourself in one small location, one small shop, selling phones. I watched that video, Simon Ekpa, where the man was selling phone. Whatever he called himself. I mean, it's no. These are betrayers. Betrayers. Betray one Nigerian people. You are struggling. You are struggling for things that doesn't make reason. Do you see how they fought Peter Obi in the north? Peter Obi was fought in the north. The head of Boko Haram tackled Peter Obi. They don't care about your one Nigeria, for crying out loud. I wish Peter Obi can channel that energy to support this struggle for Biafran actualization and give us a referendum, a platform for the Biafrans to cast their vote to say we want to leave. This video will not be that long. I've already come here to clear the air. Simon Ekpa is a victorious angel. The victorious man is fighting for us. He's fighting for our freedom. He's fighting for the men and women all over the world and all the prisoners the Nigerian government has locked up unjustly. Also fighting for our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also for his release at the same time. And you will sit up in your house and sit up in your closet or sit up wherever you are and talk ill thing against that man. You need to go back, sit down with a cup of coffee and begins to have a rethink about all what you have said and begins to come up with a better idea, because you thinking about evil against a man that is justified doesn't worth it. Well, I will leave it right here until we meet again. Just know that you kindly share this video, kindly share it, subscribe to this channel, okay? We'll bring you more updates. We'll bring you more refreshing things. We'll bring you more informations. We'll bring you more details, and also bring you more details on the details about Peter Obi and harassment in the north. Okay, I'll bring that up too. We'll talk about it on this forum. If you have any comment to make or to share, go ahead. It's a free society. Type in your comment and like the video. And God bless you till I come your way again. Thank you.